Probate can be expensive or not expensive. It depends on a couple of factors. One of the factors is how well the personal representative is handling the estate. If they're responsive and getting us information and tracking down stuff and getting their signatures and the forms to us on time, it can go pretty quickly. If there's the other factor would probably be what's in the estate. Sometimes we have a very straightforward estate, a house, a bank account, this kind of thing. Absolutely can kind of move through the process. If we end up with assets that we didn't know about, or who owns them, or there's some sort of misunderstanding about what might be where, or we can't locate the safety deposit box, anything along these lines can kind of drag it out a little bit further. Any sort of that dragging it out will increase the cost of a probate. So we like to be really proactive with that. Having said that, I just wanted to talk to you about whether you have to do probate or not. A lot of times, whether you have a will or not, over here in the estate planning document side, if you make it through the asset preservation, long-term care, into the after death, if you die with any real property, whether it's this big or this big, or you have more than a certain dollar amount, if you don't have sort of this flop over language joint with right of survivorship, which you may not want because it can adversely affect people, you're going to go through probate with whether you have a will or not. Probate kind of looks like this. There's basically 4 steps to probate. You can open the probate, and what you're going to do is get the judge a petition. Dear judge, may you please handle the estate? And he's going to say, you look like a nice person. I'm going to give you an order to go ahead and do that, so long as you promise not to lie, steal, or cheat, so you sign the form. And then he gives you the gold star. That's what makes you the executor, the personal representative. That's what puts you in charge of the estate. The next step is the notice period. If you don't give notice to everybody, there's a laundry list of people that we give notice to, they can complain or bring you a bill for 2 years. If you do the notice process, it can shrink to 4 months, so that if they bring you a bill at month 5, we don't have to pay it. That's my favorite part. The next one is the administration portion, where if you go through and you get the inventory, then you pay your bills, you know what's left, maybe that house and some cash, then we can do the final distribution to that person, or maybe into a trust, especially if there's a child with some special needs or something like this. This whole process, you can see right here, automatically takes 4 months, maybe a couple of weeks on this side and a couple of weeks to a couple of months on this side, depending on how complicated the assets are. In the end, though, it really does come down to how responsive the personal representative is and how complicated the assets are in the estate.